And in this video, we add the killer objects. So that's the kettle and the BP cans. And that all happens right now. Before I start looking at the objects, I've just realized something as well, that the default for the Spectrum screen fills the ink colors with white and the paper colors with black, which is fine. But when I redesigned the map itself actually has ink and paper colors here, and that corresponds with these values here. So we have a red object here, a purple object here, and then a purple and white object here, and I'd like to preserve that. So what I'm going to do is take that apart and generate the default static colors for this particular screen. And the way I'm going to do that is use a little bit of link, because I quite like link. So if we go to our level builder, the thing that does the heavy lifting, we need to set the colors for the screen. So here's our get paper, that's our ink group, and then our paper group, and those are the palletized colors. So what we need to do is we need to do var ink colors equals ink group dot select, and then it's going to be our ink color to let me do this again, palette, that's the one. To palette index var paper colors equals ink group select paper to palette index, and that gets us our array values. Oh, that's P as well, isn't it? Okay. So now you see that our ink colors are an array there, and now we need to set those values. So I'm going to do ZX screen instance dot set static colors, ink colors, paper colors, and I'm gonna generate method, go to here, public ink colors paper colors equals paper colors, okay, and generate field. So I'm going to say we want to array fill it with ink colors, which is that. Oh, that's not good. Ink colors index. That's our objects there, so that's going to be let's just call that ink, static ink, and we'll call this static paper. Okay, we don't need that, and then we're going to say ink colors static ink dot is not equal to null, and then I don't. So that's going to be, oh, I don't want to copy that across. I want to do that if it's empty, so I want to say fill if static ink is not equal to null, else I thought I could do that a wee bit easier. Not equal to null. Else that there. Okay. So if we have static paper, what I'm going to do is array fill, and then we can specify the array dot copy. Source array is static ink. Destination is ink colors. Ink colors. Okay. And then do the same thing for paper. Paper colors. Paper colors dot length. There we go. Okay. So we're going to create this temporary array for the ink colors and paper colors we had, but then we're going to say if the static ink is not equal to null, then we want to use that, otherwise fill it with white, and same thing for paper as well. And so that'll copy these values from static paper into paper colors, and then it'll overwrite it with those values there. So that means it will get the color clash as well. So the background will change color when a movable object gets placed over it, which is kind of what we want as well. But it also means though that I don't have to keep on putting ZX objects everywhere. So that's the next step. So our map, where are we? We need to get to the map. So our blocks are in here. Where are we? Where can I not find this? Okay. Then import. Alright. So our art there, and then we have our blocks, which are these things. So this is our first one, and then we have our second one there. So we've got our BP thing, and we have our block. So we need to create our prefabs based on these as well. Alright, so I'm going to drag that into there, and that's going to give us our block, and then I'm going to drag this one into here as well, and turn this is blocks and floor number 4. Yeah, that's 4. So that's going to be kettle. And this is going to be petrol. And where are we? Maps, mobs, prefabs. And create a folder in here, and then just call this static kill objects. Static kill objects is fairly self-explanatory. So petrol, okay. And then for each of these, I need a box collider 2D, and I need a box collider 2D for that one, and it fits, and then for each of these, I'm gonna tag this as layers, user layer 3. I don't know, I want to tag, I want that there, I want kill. Okay, so this is also going to be, oh, it's not going to be door, it's going to be kill. Okay. And now we need a list of our game objects. So a list of our kill objects. So our kill objects are going to be zero index. So I just want to go to, where are we? Level. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to have our serialized fields. Event, game object, kill objects. So our kill objects there. So our kill object is that one there is the what one is that? Is that one selected? That one there. Yeah. 2. Okay. So kill object 1 is 1, which means the kettle is 2. Sorry, kettle is 0. Okay. So kill object. Okay. So that's custom property, right? So our kill objects is killer objects. Okay. So again, we go back to our tile map group and public tile map object get killer objects. First of default layer name equals dot objects, and then the layer is killer objects. Okay, and if we go to our level builder again, so for this, let's take that out there, and then extract method, create conveyors, tile map group. Okay, I mean, I think that's fine. Tile map group, then it gets conveyor positions. Tile map object. Let's do it this way. So that there. There we go. Okay. So we'll create conveyors out of that, and then we'll do the same thing for here, but we'll do it later on. So this could be cleanup as well, but we'll leave it just now. So underneath create conveyors, we're going to create our kill objects. We're going to say for each object in tiled map, tiled in tile map group dot get killer objects. And then we're gonna just say our index equals o dot properties to make this safer, and then that's going to get us an index into there. So we've got our killer objects up here. Where are we? Kill objects. And then we want to do var instantiate killer objects index, New vector 3, and then it's going to be o.x, o.y, negative, returning identity, and that's going to get us our game object there. Yeah, and then in our excuse me, sorry, and then in here we've got our kill objects. So our kettle is the 0th one, and our petrol is the 1th one. The 1th one. Yeah. Sounds good. Woohoo! We've got an exception. Right, first of all, let's get rid of these two here because we don't need them. And then inside here, level builder 78. Oh, because it's -1, isn't it? Because I think we do the same thing inside ZX Spectrum screen. Index equals oh, because it's taking the color from there, right? Okay. Okay. Right. It's probably gonna still. Is it gonna have? I can't remember. -1 makes a. Yeah. Right. What's it not liking about it? Let's attach it. I wonder if it's an index out of range on there because the palette's not been set up yet, and that's what's causing the problem. Nope. It is that, and then I is 102. Oh. Oh, did we not run into this before? Because it's the index value. Right, okay. So it is the ink group -97. Right, okay. Ink ID is that. Okay, that's why. So we got to do this, but for I. So that's going to be I. Okay. And then do the same thing for paper. And make that P. No, that's not right. No, that's definitely not right. No. It's that, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Right. And then let's run this. Oh. Spectrum screen 85. Okay. 85. Oh yeah, we need to add 16 to it as well. Oh yeah. Yep. 16. And what's this complaining about? This is complaining about... Oh, it's recompiled, damn it. Uh, 85. Oh, okay. Oh, right, yeah, that's why. So, yeah. Right, we're going to have to fill it with white first of all, and then we're going to have to do it because this screen here is 2 rows short. So this is only 22 rows high, but the Spectrum screen is 24 rows high. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that and take these out, that there, and take this out, put that there, and then we're going to say source index is going to be 0 and the destination index is going to be 64 because it's 2 rows, which is 32 characters, and then we can copy that down there. So 0, 64, and back to here, and run it. Nope, still not like it. Let's attach it to Unity and then see what's causing the problem. No, that's right. Yeah, 32 by. Yep. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't like that. So it's saying, what's the exception? Length. Oh. Oh, right, it's going to be static ink. That's why it needs to be the static ink size. There we go. Static paper. Okay. There we go. I think we got it around the wrong way, but yeah, definitely got it around the wrong way. So well, it's also not drawing. Where's these guys? Wait, what? Why is it not drawing? First of all, why is it drawing red? Ink colors white. Paper colors black. Ink colors. Oh, wait a minute, am I specifying the wrong colors here? Static ink, static paper. Level builder. Ink colors, paper colors. Ink group. Ink paper. That's right. So where's... Okay, so this is our thing here. So if we take away the ink, which is right, that's right. And then the paper is that, okay. But the question is why that block there is not in the right place, is it? Wait, hold on a minute. Let's kill 3. Let's kill 3. Oh, okay. It's a red BP logo thing. Tank. Well, that's not in the right place then, is it? These are upside down. Okay, new plan. Equals new color 22 times 32. New color 22 times 32. And then what we can do is we can then specify that color at the X and Y at the index of here. So we do index and it's gonna be var index equals index minus 64, and then we're going to say attribute colors index equals ink ID. Should be palette ink ID paper colors index equals palette paper ID. Okay, and then set the colors there. Alright. Rather than going through, rather than trying to be clever here, let's just do brute force. Yep. Better. So in the scene, we've got our kettle. Although we're not seeing anything. Oh, do I not have paper? Do I not have... Static colors is going to be that. So if I set the static colors to be there, then they're always going to be set for that screen. But the problem is when I'm drawing it, for each object, ink colors. I'm always doing it for, well, no, that's not true. So this is for all attributes there. I set the ink color to be there, and then I set the pixels. But this is filling it with white and black. Let's see where things are. Okay, so if I go back to here and then do the paper layer here, and then for paper I go and grab purple. Let's see where this takes us. Okay, and then we do file, export. I think that's saved. Don't know. Export as. Oh no, I did. Yep. Okay. So our paper is purple for that one. Definitely didn't like it for that. Oh, that is weird. Why? Shouldn't break that badly. So copy, paper colors, 0, 0. Okay. Ink colors. Actually, I think I can figure out. I can go to debug this in here, can't I? Because I can choose main camera. No, where is it? ZX Spectrum screen. Attribute material. There we go. And then we got our ink texture and our paper texture. There's our render texture. Weird cube. There you go. There's a plane. Right, so there's our render texture, and it's rendering just fine, and the kettles are there, BP's there, but nothing is showing up in the game, which is not good. And then the previous, nothing. That is so strange. All from just changing a color? This seems a bit weird. So if I just don't have this in here and do that, then it'll just display it correctly. Well, not quite. So something's not right. Back to level builder. let's get rid of that. And get rid of that. Okay. What? Sometimes the simplest answers are the best. So I'm gonna. Oh my God, I can't believe I did this. Rip this all apart. Okay. So I made a couple of decisions while I was out, and that you didn't see because I'm now back. And that is the ZX object class. I don't really need it because I already have the paper colors and ink colors that I need for the scene. But I'm going to move it to here because this one says if block ID is less than 0, continue. That's only if I want to create an actual block on the screen, if I want to instantiate a block on the screen. Otherwise, I do want to include the ink and paper colors, and that's going to be set there. The other issue is tiled. So I had these 8x8 blocks, and I ended up having like 100 and something of them, and then I got rid of a few of them, and so it re-indexed everything. That's my fault. I should have realized that. So I've created this test page here. So this test2 paper thing should display correctly. So I haven't actually tried it yet, but here goes. And it did, but it did it upside down. Okay. So that's good in that it did it the right way, or did it how I thought it was going to do it, but it is doing it upside down. So I'm going to fix that, and yeah, let's get that sorted. So how are we going to do this? This is going to be the index of this is going to be, I mean, could we just do it as naively as minus, would it be 704 minus that? Funny feeling this may be backwards now. Oh, no, did not like that. Oh, yeah, it'd be 703, wouldn't it? But I've got a funny feeling it's going to be backwards, left to right now. Yeah. So that needs to get fixed as well. So, I think probably the easiest way is to deconstruct it and then come up with another index into it. So it's gonna be var new index equals, and then it's gonna be y minus 21. Sorry, 21 minus y. Times 32 plus x. New index. New index. So that's gonna reverse the y, but still keep the x in the correct orientation. So it's not going to flip the x. Ta-da! Okay. Plus 16 though. Where's that Y? Those ink colors are not the right thing though. I think I've also been a bit overzealous with some of the math here. So this actually probably don't even need this. Probably just need to copy it across. But this should fix the two lines. There we go. Okay, so that's everything's back to normal, I hope. So when we go back to our game controller, and then I move this level up here. This is quite a nice way to test it. The game actually is just to drag and drop these. I created this color test level. So once I've done level 1 looks a wee bit different. So it's a bit more purple. So I'm gonna see how that looks in here, and hopefully it is exactly the way that I was expecting it to be. Okay, perfect. So the colors are a wee bit off. I'm gonna fix that, and hopefully we should have our level working, or at least the killer objects inside the levels. So let me do that just now. And a little bit of a mistake up there, so let's fix that. So we go to our thing here, and then we choose our ink, and we choose our paper color. So we drag that out there. Okay, and we save it, export it, and then we go back into here. We should be finished. Alright, okay, there we go. So we've got our kettles, we've got our BP, so these are the killer objects that we've got in the level. Now if we start it in the hoist round, we should see these objects appearing. There we go, and it's filled in. Although that's not the right blocks though then, is it? Those aren't the right blocks. Why are they there? That's not good. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a bit weird. That's a bit strange. I will look into that. Export. Oh yeah, let me fill this. Okay, so the paper ink. Okay, I think that's right. Yeah, everything else is paper here. So this is ink. So these are green here, like that. Green like that. And then these are yellow here. May as well fill them in just now while we're here. And let's go to the workshop. Ink. And then we'll do the same thing here. So the top part of the ladder is there. And that's it there. And then the bottom part is that green color. Perfect. Okay. Nice. Export. Yeah, not sure why that was coming through as those other blocks. It's a bit strange, but let's see if that's worked. That is weird. That is weird. Block prefab. Oh, I know why. Probably because it's not set in the right object. So it's not initializing it, and that's why it's not working. Okay, so if I initialize it there, we don't need the palette anymore. So I'm going to go to here, and we don't need that. We don't need that. 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 And don't need that. So let's just kill all that there. Okay. So that will fix our ZX object, which to be honest, we now probably don't actually need this ZX object because we're not adding anything to it, are we? So we don't need that there. And then any of these mobs we'll probably create as mobs, so we probably don't need the ZX objects. So that should fix everything now, and we should, well, that should fix everything now apart from the fact that oh, right, okay, that's got to be in the object attribute. Okay, ZX object, let me just bring that back. There we go. So we'll leave it in just now, but we won't set anything to it because we don't actually need to set anything to it. It does mean though that we probably need to put a guard around there. So if object.address equals null, continue. So we don't want to do anything if there's no attribute associated, if there's no attributes associated with the objects, because it's just going to use the default attributes that are set in the level data, which is set inside tiled. And now we have the correct looking screen, and that's us. So yeah, that's good. Now if I go to, I don't think I can change this if I go to here, and yeah, it's not going to work. It's only on level load. Okay, so yeah, running this will now generate the correct room. Sweet. Okay, so the next thing to do is ladders, and I think I'll leave that for the next video. Thank you so much for watching this. I really do appreciate it. If you liked the video, then don't forget to give it the old thumbs up and the likes and share on social medias, because it really does help the channel out, and I'd very much appreciate it. If you want timely reminders when I put something new up, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will let you know. But until next time, thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.